I'm going to narrate just a short flight in the Tecnam Bravo 2004. This is just to let people see its takeoff, about how long it takes to take off, and basic RPMs and gauges and things of the sort. This day we took off runway 27 and wind coming out of 240 at 8 knots. So we took off the recommended amount of flaps, and you can see it's pulling out RPMs of 5,000 and climbing out at a pretty good rate. Hopefully it shows it there. At this point, you can see we're climbing out at about 100 knots at this point. It looks like 700 feet per minute. Gauges all came into the right spot. I'm running a Sense-Niche prop on it, and it's set at number 3, which is kind of the middle setting for that prop. You can get a little more speed out of it if it's a little coarser and a little more climb, but if it's a little more shallow, but that's where I'm running. Still going to have some climb out video here, and you can see right now I'm still climbing out. It looks like 500 feet per minute and over 5,000 RPM now, and over 100. It looked like it was about 105 or 110 knots there. Just heading down the river, the Hiawatha Valley here, where I'm at, and just looking at about 110, 115 knots there. I'm climbing to 2,500 feet for this, so you can get an idea what it cruises at with the prop at that setting. Gauges are all in line. We're running 5,200 RPMs up there at this point, and getting ready to level off as we climb to our altitude, and all the temps and everything just hold up fine in this. Can't really get it warm. See, I'm not flight coordinated there. So I should get some reprimand for that. Got going cruise here. You can see I got the throttle back a little bit, running about 5,300, bringing it back from there. 120 knots, just right around there at 2,500 feet. So that prop does a nice job at that. Looks like you're going to get a little sightseeing here. Gauges, as you can see, they run just about where they're supposed to all the time. These planes are really nice. It's a bumpy day here, so a lot of turbulence off the lake and off the bluffs that we live around here. But short flight. I'm going to get into. I'm in downwind right now, and we'll video it from there to the ground, so I can give you an idea. As we back down under 100 knots, we can put the flaps in on this. And even though it's windy, I'm just going to land it with the recommended amount of flaps. I guess 8 knots isn't that windy, but it's coming from the cross a little bit. So I'm down to 3,000 RPMs and slowing it down and start to give up altitude. Again, I'm uncoordinated, so if I did that, I'd have nicer landings. Coming around base to final here, the airport should show up. And so when we're landing, we'll have 8 knots of wind, 30 degrees off the left side of the nose. Backing off the power, it must be just a tad high here. And you can see you got the flaps in by the top right gauge, you can see there. It's about 2,500 RPMs and slowing down to about 70 knots at this point. And we'll get down to about 60 knots here, 60, 65 knots pretty shortly. You can just pops into the screen once in a while there. Even in the wind, this is a pretty easy plane to fly and land. As we land, you'll see this has a handbrake, which a lot of people think they want the toe brakes. I actually really like the handbrake. You never jam the nose when you got a handbrake. So we'll come in here, and of course you can never have your best landing when somebody's videoing it, but we'll come down in here and float just a little bit, and come in, and you should be able to see me on my hand go down and grab the brake handle and show how it slows down, and hopefully that's a good little spot to show you a short flight on the Tecnam Bravo 2004.